Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Dusty here. I have my little octave dulcimer on my lap. This is an octave dulcimer made by David Beatty. It's awfully cute. He calls it the Edie Beatty. We've got nice little Atlantic dolphin sound holes. I am tuned DAD, so everything I do here you can play along with, should you wish. What do I want to do here today? I want to introduce a pretty basic calypso rhythm and then show a really simple song that you can play using that rhythm. Why am I doing that, you might ask? Well, some ways back I put together a pretty lengthy 3-part lesson on guitar flat picking technique for the modern mountain dulcimer. The first lesson just dealt with developing that basic back and forth 8th note, back and forth strumming style. That's the backbone for everything else. The second episode looked at how to vary that basic rhythm by skipping strums, stressing strums, muting strums, and really creating much more complex rhythms that way. Then the third part looked at how you can use that same back and forth pattern to play single notes instead of just strumming all the time. Several people have worked through the documentary, the lesson with some success, I hope. One person's, I think, sort of in the middle of the second part, and she commented to me that she can get a good rhythm with her right hand, but when she tries to play melodies with her left hand, she gets all messed up. I don't think there's a simple solution to that, honestly. I think you just have to do it enough so the strumming becomes second nature. You don't have to think about it. So you're doing a pretty complex rhythm, and you're not thinking about it, so that gives you the ability to concentrate on your left hand. And I do suggest that you start without doing the left hand, just muting the strings and strumming. Do that a lot so that the strum really feels natural. So when you pick up your dulcimer, you immediately start strumming. But while you're doing that, hopefully I can give you something here today that will make that process a little easier, maybe speed up the process by which you can integrate the two hands together. So the rhythm I want to show you today is a basic calypso rhythm. You can see this as a download. You can also see the tablature for the song as a download. This is just the strumming pattern, a calypso rhythm. You notice how just as in all my other stuff, I go down or out on the beats and up on the ands. In this particular case, we're going to skip a couple of beats. And this is most important. Why is this red? Our stress lies here, on this and following the 2-beat. We have to stress this in every measure. Now you may see when I'm actively playing, I might play this strum, I might actually strum this 3rd beat, I might mute the 2nd and 4th beats instead of fully strum them. But what never varies is the accent has to be here on the and that follows the 2. So the way this is going to sound is ba 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 ba. Okay, I'm going to put this down. You have your own copy of it should you need it, but hopefully when you start hearing what it sounds like and you start strumming along with me, you won't even need to think about where the beats are in the measure. Your hand will just do that for you. So again, we want to just muting our dulcimer. Let's just work out ba 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 ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ba 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 ba. Now you need to do that long enough. Just keep working on that until you get that rhythm down. And again, that's the kind of thing, it might take you an hour, it might take you 2 weeks, it might take you 6 months or a year. However long it takes you to get that rhythm down. You take the time to get that rhythm down before you move on and try to work on any more. So that's the first stage. The second stage to learning the song would be to use that rhythm and just play the chords and then sing or whistle or hum along the melody. The chords, there are only 2 chords in this song, D and A, and for when I'm here, I'm going to sing a verse and I'll just play the chords 002 for D, 101 for A. And I'm playing 101 with my middle finger on the bass string and my ring finger on the melody string. I'll explain why later. You'll see there's the only real trick in the song is coming off of this A chord, and I'll show you why I do that in a minute. But again, we're just going to do 002 and 101. And then that's our rhythm. song. And I suggest if you're not used to playing in cool rhythms like that and changing chords, just do that. This is our second stage. Remember, first you're just strumming without doing any left hand work. Now we're just adding two little chords. Okay, now once you get that down, once you can use that rhythm and play the chords and sing or whistle or hum the melody or just hear it in your head, then you're ready to go on and actually play the melody with the left hand. So again, the right hand's not going to change. Ba, 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 ba. That's what it's doing the whole time here. We're going to play the rhythm. Now I mentioned the reason I'm doing my middle finger on the bass string, my ring finger on the melody string for that 101 is because sometimes that A chord is going to be a 101, sometimes it's going to be 103, sometimes it's going to be 123 or 121, because we're going to need these melody notes of the second fret on the middle string and the third fret on the melody string, as well as the first fret on the melody string. So again, our right hand rhythm doesn't change. There you go. This is a little bit sloppy there, but hopefully you get the point that the rhythm of the right hand doesn't really change. Once you can do that without thinking about it, then you can start to move around and find melody notes here. Again, you have the tablature for this. It looks a little more complex than it is. It's just there are a lot of ties, but the only chords involved again are that D, which you get as an O-O-O, O-O-2, or O-O-4. And then when you're in the A chord, you're either doing 101, 103, or 123, or 121. So those are the only two chords there are, and you get the melody out of those two positions. So good luck. You might find if you're at the stage of just practicing the chords, if you can play the chords without open strings, because you can mute them with your left hand, you get some more complex rhythms. So. There you go. Good luck. Happy strumming. I hope this helps.